and plug it up. Yeah, plug it up. It should be next to the couch.
Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back can get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On second down, he'll fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback will keep it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets it out for the first down.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Looking to go on top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Number 26.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Running behind that left side. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't involved.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, look out! At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And we're all square as he set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Makes a grab enough for the first. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zones against such smart players nowadays.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game.
Damn, nigga, hold the fucking block.
Nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Penn State, number 21 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the counter play. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass on second down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The 7.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, wants to throw it. Looking for his man. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Thompson. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just steamrolling his way through. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, that time to hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's gonna pass. Looking deep down the right side. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Witherspoon. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 24, Stanford 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Third down coming.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw.
Yeah, I saw it too late.
In these situations,
Fuck, that was
exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for fair catch. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes.
Stanford quickly to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quick completion to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
No, I really did that, dog.
He's not going to have enough for the
Damn, they killed me with that.
He ran out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it, and nice job on the throw.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Quarterback checking the play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He fires one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's right on target. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. first down for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Brings up second down.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Offense at an empty set. On second down, he'll let it fly. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late with them.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback checking off. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago, none today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know, you're probably the reason you lost. And you didn't.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
QB's got to pick and choose their splits when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Makes his connection. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete.